Hey everyone, Michelle and I are back to answer all of your questions about the social media sprint, which is starting up again in September. We want to share, we want to tell you all about it. I love these videos.
Okay, hi everybody.
Cut that part out.
We can't get this as good for live. Okay, we are here to tell you about our social media sprint and to answer all of your questions like Deanna just said. So what is the social media sprint? Our sprint programs are 6 weeks long and they are designed to get results, okay? We want to see you use Instagram, use your content in a way that will get you more gigs, get you more students, and build your brand as an artist, which is how we've built the Fearless Artist, which is how I've built my performing career, my following to almost 14,000 people, because we have leveraged the power of social media. And so many musicians we see are struggling because they're overthinking things. They're stuck in limiting beliefs.
Fear of judgment.
Fear of judgment. They think nobody cares. They don't know what to post. They don't know what to say.
And they don't have systems to be consistent in the posting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a lot of them, they'll start and they'll stop. They feel like they have to start from scratch every time. And the 6-week sprint eliminates all of that, because what we do is we come in and we give you a content strategy that fits who you are as an artist. So the first question is, who are you as an artist? Second question, what's the audience that you want to reach? And third is, how are you going to reach them? And through the 6 weeks, we answer these questions with you and we help you develop a specific content strategy that gets on repeat. So you rinse and repeat every week and you know exactly what you're going to be saying and exactly who you're talking to.
Yeah. And who is it for? If this is for you, if you have a fear of judgment, and you're just not sure how people are going to react. Maybe you're worried that what the content you're putting out is not going to be perceived as intelligent or important, or who am I to say this thing? Or maybe somebody's already said this, and there are so many pianists out there and I'm saying the same thing.
Or no one else is saying it, like we're not.
Or maybe no one else is saying it. And then do I have the authority to actually say this and talk about the process behind whatever it is that you're doing? So it's really for you. Maybe you're social media averse, but you realize how important it is to have a social media presence so that people know that you're active. They see what you're doing.
They know how to hire you.
They know how to hire you. They know what kind of things that you want to be hired doing. I know when I took my social media more seriously and started posting intentionally, I immediately had people saying, oh, wow, you're so good at social media. I mean, this is me. And I was like, what? So we've had our clients say the same thing, where people started noticing in their community and saying, wow, it is so great to see. I love the content that you're putting out. I love what you're talking about here.
So to be specific, who is this for? It's for freelance classical musicians who want to build their brand on social media. They know that Instagram is important, but they don't know how, or they're afraid of being judged by people, so they are holding themselves back. That's really who this is for. We also had a girl do our last program who wanted to start a lifestyle influencer account. She's not a musician. She ended up being one of the most helpful contributors in the entire group. So it's really for people who want to learn how to use the power of social media to build their brand and to get more money.
And how it works is that you actually will commit to posting a certain number of times a week. You will get direct feedback on your posts, on your reels, on your content in real time. We stay in touch in a WhatsApp group so that you can write the group at any 24/7 and get feedback specifically on the things that you are putting out there, so that you can post with confidence. You can learn the tips and tricks. You will get lots of video tutorials if you don't know how to do something. That are extremely helpful, and other people can share their experiences.
Trends.
Yeah. And we also really focus on engagement and how to engage your audience and get them to connect, get them to respond back to questions. So that's another part of this, is like, yes, you've got the content out there, but now what are you going to do with it? And how do you build your audience and your following?
Yeah, I think one of the most helpful things about this sprint is that you send your content to the group before you post. A lot of people are like, I don't want to post this because it's cringy, or it's bad quality, or I don't know what to say. And so the group gives you here's what you should write in your caption. Here's how you can make it better. Here's how you can get a better video, better audio, but increase the quality, increase so much potential for the reel to perform well, because based on our experience and based on what the group is doing, you can learn very, very quickly what's going to work on social media and what's not. And all of our group from the last one just improved astonishingly. One of our girls, Chloe, she posted 28 times, and she had been holding herself back so much, like always overanalyzing her captions and worried about what to say and how to word it. And then she would just put the caption in the group, and then we would give her feedback like, oh, word it like this, it's more clear, because she was promoting her concerts and she didn't know how to talk about it and she didn't think anyone cared about it. And then we were like, she was getting people at the gym asking her like, oh, tell me more about it. It looks so interesting what you're doing. I saw it on Instagram. And then she realized like, oh, there was such a demand for people to learn about her stuff. She just hadn't learned how to articulate it. So she learned that in the sprint group.
Right. And another thing is just like the small technical stuff that gets in the way. How to use CapCut. How do you put the subtitles on there and all that kind of thing. So we go over all of the nitty gritty technical things, and then we go over the overthinking and the how do you make a plan and stay consistent. When you have an insane, crazy, busy week and life happens, how do you still remain consistent? So we talk about all of these things throughout the sprint, which makes it super impactful.
Yeah, I actually think this program is amazing. It's like probably it's such an amazing program. Like if I needed this, like I would sign up. So because it's not just addressing the how to post on social media, like because that's where a lot of people get stuck. Like Deanna's saying, how do I crop my video? How do I add subtitles? We're talking about what to post, what to say, but also who are you as an artist and your artistic brand. Like we are going so deep into this, and it's so much more than how to post on social media. It's really getting into like your own limiting beliefs, and are you comfortable being seen by an audience on a digital platform?
Right. And some people say, oh, I've never done a talking head video. I've never spoken to my camera. I feel so cringy about that. And we've helped people overcome that fear and say, oh, wow, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So there are definitely things like that as well.
Great. So how does it work?
So how does it work? You would sign up, and we are having groups starting in September. If you want to join those, we'd be thrilled to tell you more about it. And
how it works is we meet every week for 6 weeks.
Yes.
And we have group calls for an hour and 15 minutes. People come on with their content. They show the group what they're working on, and then everyone gives feedback. And within that, we develop your artistic brand. So we say, this is what you should post and this is what you shouldn't, because this is going to clarify your messaging to your audience.
And during the meetings, people also share what was working for me, where did I get stuck, what am I thinking of in terms of my opportunities, and how can I attract those things. So there's plenty of time. We go in depth for each person to decide what they want to talk about, what they want to bring to the table that day.
Yeah.
What piece of content can they share?
Or if they didn't make anything, why did they get stuck?
Why they get stuck. So it's not that we don't judge. We are there to coach and help actually see these action being taken. And another question, how much does it cost? Because that's always a big question. We ask for €150 deposit that goes towards the total fee, which is $497. And after the $150 deposit, it's just 2 payments of $173. And that's over the 6-week sprint. So you have it.
You can think of it as like investing in a weekly lesson. I'm sure most of you are paying $80 to $100 for a lesson for an hour. So this is like so much more in depth than that. It's an hour and a half call per week, but it's also access to us the entire week to have personalized feedback on your content. And again, we expect you to earn money from doing this program. So we tell all of our clients at the beginning, how can you earn 3 times the amount that you invested into this program? So aim to get €1,500. How can you do that? Is it through your new students that you're going to get because they see you posting? Is it through concert opportunities that you're going to get? Or are you going to network with some people and create a project together, sell digital products online? Whatever it is, we expect you to earn more money because you invested in this program.
Right. Or is an ensemble going to hire specifically you because they see that you are actually promoting the concert, which a lot of musicians don't care about the promotion. They just go, show up, play, go home, right? But when you go above and beyond and are promoting it and are bringing 20 people to each concert you play, people are going to remember that when they are booking you to play.
Yeah, so when you're thinking about investing in yourself, like 1 new student will pay for this program, 1 concert will pay for this program, and the results will continue for weeks and months and years because you're going to learn something that you can repeat on your own.
Yeah.
Great. How long is it? 6-week sprint. We work with you for 6 weeks. And by the end, we're going to send out a newsletter today, but let's talk about a couple testimonials. So we already mentioned Renata. Renata is, we're going to tag everybody in the comments of this video too, so you can go follow them. First of all, everyone grew by hundreds of followers. Michael, one of our clients, he grew like 300 followers in 6 weeks. He won this IMSLP contest that he had entered. He has like thousands of views on his teaching videos, and he's going to sell a course about how to teach clarinet for beginners. So he's getting people on his mailing list. Renata is a music director, and she is like one of the only music directors showing process of behind the scenes, and she's getting people come up to her in person and say like, we love that you're sharing this. No one is doing this. You're like an influencer now.
Like after 2 weeks of posting about it, like she's getting immediate feedback from her community in person.
Yeah, absolutely. And like
so
talking
cool.
about like leveraging what Deanna's saying, like if you come into a project and the organizer or the conductor, the promoter, they see that you're helping them sell tickets to the event, you are automatically a higher value person, contributor to that project. So they're going to want to work with you again. They're going to want to bring you in. They're going to ask you for advice. They're going to be so grateful to you that you're giving more than just showing up, playing your notes, going home. You're saying like, hey, I actually care about this project, the success of this project, and I understand that when I come with a collaboration mindset, we can make something bigger than the sum of us. So let's work together. And that is just such a positive way to approach the music industry, like any opportunities that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are interested in joining us for the sprint, just send us a DM or comment sprint below, and we are going to get you hooked up with more information, and would love to have you join.
Yeah, we already have 8 spots sold for the sprint in the fall. We have limited seating because we only have a certain amount of time that we can coach every week because we also have very busy lives. So don't wait, get in. And everybody who's watched to the end, we're going to give you a free one-on-one because you watched the end of this little video. Just comment below sprint and we'll get you all the details to sign up for September.
Yeah.
Okay, bye everybody. Go be fearless.
Be fearless.
Be fearless.